What's up, you ugly mugs? I got one for you today. It's Jelly Roll Creatures. It's got Tech9 and Krizz Calico. I like Tech9 and I like Krizz Calico. Um, Tech9 is just a old school. I want to say like SoundCloud person. Used to get him off a LineWire. Tech9 is an awesome artist. Like 100%. He, helped out a lot of different artists and stuff like that. Obviously, you guys know how I feel about Jelly Roll. Then Chris Calico's got some lyrics too. I like Chris Calico. I want to do a little bit more of Tech Nine on my channel, but yeah, let's go. By the way, I'm still a four eyes ugly mug. Glasses ain't come off yet.
There's a monster under my bed, and at my window there's a dragon. I accepted the challenge, it turned me into a savage. I broke a promise to myself again. I don't know why I am so vulnerable. They try to help, but I won't let them in. I guess rock bottom's where I'm comfortable.
Promise to myself again. So he broke his promise. He ended up back at rock bottom. Everybody's kind of got knocked down when they were at a good place in their life. Everybody's had that challenge that they hit that they didn't really know how to deal with. The best thing is just moving on from that challenge. Driving over that speed bump, calling it a day, and moving on. I know it's easier said than done, but sometimes you hit that bottom spot and you just got to keep on pushing. Like you got to keep pushing. You can't panic. You can't go crazy or anything like that. You just gotta keep on pushing along. You gotta fight through the pain. I know it's easier said than done, like I said, but you gotta fight through the pain.
Both my feet planted when most people would have panicked. I embraced the storm. I found beauty in what was damaged. I'm not afraid of the boogeyman. Instead, I look at him like he's a friend. There's not a monster out there in the world that's scarier than the one that's within.
So like that, he said, both of his feet are planted where most people would have panicked. Like yeah, like I said, you gotta push through that pain. You gotta push through that negativity. You gotta somehow push through that challenge that's in your life. You gotta embrace, you gotta embrace what happen and knock you down because otherwise if you get stuck in that mindset that you can't get over that speed bump, you can't get over that hump of life, you're kind of beat. He says he embraced the storm. I found beauty in what was damaged. Like you got to find the positive and that negative to keep on striving through life and strive through whatever you're going through. You got to find that positive energy. um and you can't be afraid of anything. You got to keep on pushing forward. You can't be afraid of anything else that's going to come. You can't get stuck on the fact that that knocked you down and you're afraid of something else knocking you down because the only thing you should be scared of is what's in you, like the negativity that you could put yourself into, the depression that you could put yourself into. And you gotta only worry about how to get to the next step, how to stay positive and keep on moving.
There's a creature in my closet. I can hear him rumbling around. The demon screaming in the distance creates such a humbling sound. The monster that's outside my window, he's like family to me now. The things that people are afraid of never let me down.
When I say this, no, but I'm hated, so my religious freaks say I'm the biggest beast and that I made it grow. When I spray this flow, I created mo. Creatures are like when I heat up the mic, I'm a breed of the night, but I'm tainted though. By the darkness, I'm binded. I sparked it and shined it. They find it, cause mine is woe. For that they label me a demon seed. Wanna disable, need to see them bleed. Hinder me fatally and see them grieve, no. You would not believe the creature inside me. If you deceive, Khalifa's lively. We disagree when people defy me or try to take his.
You won't believe the creature that's inside of me. Like you won't believe what I can that I've been through and who I became. Like you won't believe the things that I had to see and fight through to become who I am. I like that. I mean, I feel like that's what he's saying. Like that's what I'm taking as that note. Like you won't believe what creatures inside of me that what I had to do, what I had to fight through, and what I had to listen to kind of get myself to where I am. Um, you wouldn't believe the things that I had to fight through to get to where I am today. That's just how I take it.
Whatever the fuckery taught him, you don't wanna wake this. You forsake his with a sacred, then it's over. No matter what your faith is, I'm a creature.
There's a creature in my closet. I can hear him rumbling around. The demon screaming in the distance creates such a humbling sound. The monster that's outside my window, he's like family to me now. The things that people are afraid of never let me down.
Yeah, I managed to get myself in trouble, all of this pain. Yeah, I'm damn in the double dose of liquor's always to blame. If I could keep myself sober, I keep my hands to myself. I take a shot and it's over, that's how I end up in hell.
Fought myself. So basically, I feel like he's saying he fought himself away from the alcohol. Everybody fights themselves away from something or gets himself out of a negative, and then one thing can put him back into that position. So he's particularly saying alcohol. He's stuck with alcohol, and every time he gets a sip, he's back to square one. And you could take that as a great of sand. Like in life you got to kind of push through whatever it is. It doesn't matter if it's alcohol, smoking weed, like whatever it is, you got to kind of, if you don't want to do it, you got to push yourself to not do it. You can't let yourself get stuck back into that bad habit. You can't let the peer pressure get to yourself. Like there's things that you can do to keep that negativity away from you. There's always things that you can do.
I hope I don't pass it down to my offspring. They get everything from their daddy, feel like I'm addicted to all things. There's no reason to change, gone too far now. And I'm stuck in my ways, back at the bar now.
I like that. He said he doesn't want to pass it down to his offspring. Um, they get everything from their daddy. I mean, no parent ever wants to see their kids get the bad habits that their parents had, whether it's addiction to drugs, whether it's being an alcoholic, whether it's just struggling through life. Like, you know, parents don't want to see you go through the same things that they went through. Even though, it taught them things along the way, but parents don't ever want you to go through the same things that they went through. So they're hoping all the negatives that they went through in their life doesn't get passed down to you. I know damn right well if I have kids or anything like that, like I don't want any of the stuff that went on in my life or what happened in my life or the things that I saw in my life to get passed down to them. I don't want anything like, I want them to live their own life. I don't want them to I don't want my negatives, like my past or anything like that, kind of get stuck with them, and it's like they reflect on that and it kind of drives their life a certain way. Um and he says I think he says I've gone too far now. I'm stuck in my way. They, that's a hard one because like I get that a lot of people think that once they get knocked back down they're kind of stuck there, but in reality you're never stuck in a place that you are. You just got to fight to get past it. If you get knocked down 3 times, it's going to take a lot more to get out of that rut the fourth time. Each time you get knocked down it's harder to get back up, but you got to do what you got to do, especially if you have kids or something. You got to fight through it and just keep on going. You can't get stuck in that rut. You got to just push on through, and I can do it. I can make this happen. I got these goals. I got this goal set. I'm gonna hit this goal. Like I gotta go. You can't get yourself in the mindset where you're stuck where you're at, because you're never stuck where you're at. You just gotta figure out how to get out of that place.
They say I'm a flirt and they right. I ain't perfect, guy. So when I'm thirsty and perking and purposely searching for something that's hurting me, so I just can't pack up and go. I just back out of it slow. That's how it go. I think I back out the hole. What next? Like I don't know. Okay. I think you be laughing at me, hands be grabbing at me. Feel like God let it happen to me. Dab it blasphemy, and these be a tab it naturally. Okay. Yeah. I think I better let it go. Either that or I gotta let it know. And I can't do that.
There's a creature in my closet. I can hear him rumbling around. The demon screaming in the distance creates such a humbling sound. The monster that's outside my window, he's like family to me now. The things that people are afraid of never let me down.
So I like the chorus. I was trying to listen to it a couple times so that I can kind of reiterate it. So he says, "There's a creature in my closet. I can hear him rumbling around." So I take that as, um, I have things, like I have baggage, I have things in my past that I bring to the table. They're always going to be there. I'm always going to hear them. It's always going to be something that I reflect on. Like there's always things that I kind of hide behind. Like people used to say, people are stuck in the closet because they don't come out and show their true self. And it's like, I have these demons in the closet that I don't want to let out. And then he goes on to say, um, there's a demon screaming in the distance, creates such a humbling sound. I mean, I kind of take that two ways. One way is, them demons that you had back in your past. You're always going to hear them. You're always going to feel them. They're always going to be there. But as long as you stay, a couple steps ahead of them, car lengths ahead of them, they can't take over. They can't take you back over. Like you always hear them in the distance, but they can't touch you because you're so far ahead of them that they don't even bother you anymore. Or I take it as you know, you hear them demons in your past, and it's a humbling sound. Like I got past that, I got out of that bad situation that I was in. Like it's humbling to me that I made it to where I am now because of my past. Like I take it those two ways. I like that. That's a good one. You definitely everybody has demons. Everybody has baggage. Nobody's perfect. There's nobody perfect in this world. Everybody has their flaw. Everybody has something that they did wrong that they want to correct and they want to kind of move on from, and that's just how it is. Um, and then he said, "The monster outside my window is like family to me now." So I take that as the monster that I used to be, that used to control me, is now outside of me. It's outside my window. It's watching what I do now because it can't control me anymore. So me and the monster are one of the same. Like he used to run me, but now I run him. Like now he can't take over me. He can't push me back down to my past and break me down to where I used to be. Like we understand each other now. Like he watches what I do and he can't control anything I do anymore. Um and then he says the things that people are afraid of never let me down. I don't really have much on that one. I mean, I guess just thinking about what people are afraid of and what he's afraid of kind of doesn't let him down. Not really sure on that one. Uh, but yeah, no, I like this video. Like I said, I like Jelly Roll, I like Tech9, I like Chris Calico. I do want to start reacting to Tech9 a little bit more, but yeah, that's my take on Creature. Everybody's a creature in their own way. The aliens drive by us and lock their doors. Everybody's a creature in their own way. Um, but yeah, if you like this video, like, subscribe, comment. I don't care. Later.